G'day, I'm Mark from Tasmanian Offroad Adventures. I'm here with Duncan today and he's going to show us his 200 series cruiser that he's brought along on our 5-day West Coast Tagalong Tour. G'day Duncan.
G'day mate, there you go.
Good mate, good. Tell us where you're from mate.
Originally from Launceston in Tassie, but been in Sydney for about 20 years, so it's always good to come back home and have a look around, especially parts like this that I haven't seen before on the West Coast.
Yep, test the big 200 on the West Coast track.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you want to show us what you've got on it mate?
Yeah, so ARB winch bar with a worn winch. Luckily I haven't had to winch myself out of anything just yet, but it's there in case. Got this nice big light bar on top. Can't remember what brand it is, but anyway, it's a ripper. The two spotties here I had put on as well, but they're a bit redundant because the light bar actually throws as far as they do, and also wider, so if I had my time again I'd save the money on that.
And they're light force?
Yeah, light force, yeah.
Yep.
Obviously we've got the UHF aerial. This is here for a sand flag for when we did the Simpson Desert. Underneath 2 recovery points, fitted ARB recovery points, and that's pretty much the toys on the front.
And you got the worn winch?
Yeah, the worn winch, not held on by the non-standard method here.
The cable tie method?
The data track took care of the bolts on that and it was hanging down here, so I put a cable tie on and I haven't quite got round to fixing it a year later.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And you've got synthetic rope on that?
No, actually just got the steel cable. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Didn't go the Dynamo, no, just the steel cable.
Yep. And that's the 12,000 pound version, which you need for a big truck.
Yeah, especially when it's stuck in a hole.
Yeah. And those recovery points you're talking about. Oh yeah, dentures. You're not going to bend those, are you?
No, definitely not.
And the bash plates there, is that standard?
That's standard. Yeah, they come with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't have to do anything there.
Yep. Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, mate. We'll move around to the side and have a squiz at what else Duncan's got on his truck around there.
Okay.
All right, mate. Let's walk us through.
Okay. First step was snorkel. That's obviously necessary. This model comes with 18-inch wheels, so I actually had them off and 17-inch alloy wheels, which are load rated so that it'll take the DVM. Obviously light truck tyres, the Mickey Thompsons. That one there today was actually hanging off the back when we left this morning. Slight issue with a bead rolling off and a deflation. The best thing actually I can recommend is the tyre pressure monitor, because that was on the track today. I was driving along and it alerted that the pressure had gone down below 12 psi, so we knew to stop and deal with it before I ruined the tyre. Yep. Also had custom suspension, so it's got the ARB BT, I think they're BT51 shocks. I chose them because they're adjustable with the rebound and the compression, and also they're a reservoir shock, so the actual oil is in a separate container so they don't overheat. Right. My last four-wheel drive I had Tough Dogs. They were really good too, I must say, but these are one of the reservoir ones, especially for the outback corrugations.
Yep, so top of the range ARB?
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously a new side step. The ones that come on these are pretty flimsy and I've seen them ripped off on tracks twice actually, so yeah, nice strong side steps.
ARB again?
ARB, yep, that's right. Got the Rhino Rack Pioneer platform and the Sunseeker awning that comes out on rainy nights. Had to put their new mountings for the Rhino Rack awning because we came over here to Tassie on the ferry and had a 2.1 metre height limit, so normally this sits up higher and they wouldn't let us on. So yeah, that's good. On top there's the Max Tracks hiding up there. Again, never been used in anger, so that's like to keep it that way.
Bit of insurance.
And a few stickers on the back of where this thing's been, just to prove that it does go off-road. Including a couple from this trip already.
Yeah, beauty. We'll have a bit more of a chat about that after we have a look at the rest of your truck. So that's about it here for the side. And 2-inch lift, I assume.
Yeah, it's got 2-inch lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With those shocks you talked about.
Yep. That comes with a 2-inch lift, and it's also got a GVM upgrade. So because they won't, once you start putting all the bar work on, the weight goes up and you become not legal very quickly.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, under the back here, I also had the long range tank put in by Long Ranger. So that gives me 280 litres in total of fuel, so
Yeah, right.
good for the outback, especially where you're fair way between stops.
Yep. And your tyres, Mickey Thompson.
Yeah, Mickey's.
Which ones are those?
ATZ P3.
ATZ P3. Look like a good solid all-terrain.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're good. We chose, like the last ones I had were Coopers on the other car. They were really good too. The ST Maxes, but these were a newer rubber in these apparently, and then the Cooper just upgraded there, so it's tic-tac-toe on which ones seem to be the goods. But I think as long as they're a light truck tyre rather than a passenger vehicle tyre, then you're a lot safer and
Yeah.
you do a lot more, collect a lot more mud.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually we did climb his track today, and as Duncan said, he did get a bit of mud in the bead of them today, but apart from that, I mean, they actually handled really well, didn't they?
Oh,
They
absolutely, yeah, fantastic.
did everything that was required of them, so...
Yeah, and I've done 40,000 Ks on these. I do rotate them every 10,000, well, I guess someone else to rotate them. But, you know, you can see the wears, they're not chopped out, they're actually, they've maintained their tread really well.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah, very happy with those.
Yeah. All right, mate, let's go around and have a look at the back of the vehicle and show me what you've got around there.
Okay.
All right, mate, what have we got here?
Two spares, obviously, especially for remote travel. It's pretty essential to have two good spares. That's the one that came off today that popped the bead just here. Yeah, so they're on there. Good light there. That's quite handy for setting up camp. But it's also got a three-way switch on it, so I can use it as a reverse light as well.
Okay.
So it really throws out the beam.
Yeah.
We've got the Kmart rear carrier.
Yeah.
Lots of West Coast dust.
There we go.
Obviously a good strong recovery hitch there, which she's all steel, it's all good.
You're not going to bend that in a hurry, are you?
No.
Here we go.
Excuse the mess, but you can edit that out. Caught it like a cricketer.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the Outback Solutions sold by ARB drawer system. Big drawer there. I've got first aid gear and food and stuff in there. I have this sitting here just with the stove and all the cooking gear. I just lift it out and use it like a table. It works quite well. Yeah, that's part of their thing as well.
These racks are all part of the Outback setup?
Yeah, I bought a separate one for the side there because stuff was falling on top of the fridge.
Okay.
And this is a fridge rack from Bunnings that I cut and put on there with cable ties.
Yeah, nice one.
So you got the old Waco fridge. It's done a lot of miles. Tip for the thing is always carry a spare one of these. I've seen, including myself, chopped in half when you're pushing it out. The drawers will slice them.
That's a good idea.
And then you're up that creek. So this also is a fridge slide.
How big is it? What's that, 45?
45, yeah.
45 litres, yeah.
Yeah. It's done a lot of work, that one. Yeah, so I got a Anderson plug put here because also when you put it in the cigarette sockets, they sometimes vibrate out.
Yeah.
So Anderson plug and carry a spare.
Positive connection.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah, much better.
Yep.
Yeah, and the usual sort of gear in here. Water blind, good quality jumper leads, spare aerial for the front.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, spare of most things really. One of the things we did here, which is good, is had the compressor mounted in the dead space. Beside the drawers, there's a dead space in there.
Yep.
So I got the biggest compressor ARB made, mounted it in there, and then I just plugged the air thing in there, and away she goes.
Yep.
240 volts, big long extension cord, extends all the way back to home. No, it doesn't. I've got a 600 watt inverter behind the seat. But it's good. It's good for. How'd you thinking?
I did for a split second. We'll edit that out. So it looked like I picked that up straight away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, obviously, laptops, everything for charging.
Yep.
I also use CPAP at night, so I just plug my extension cord in there, run it into the tent, and I'm sorted.
Yep. So speaking of the ARB compressor.
Yeah.
Yep. Diff locks?
No, it doesn't have them. Doesn't need
Right.
it. Yeah, because the traction control that it's got does the job anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one.
Yeah. No, I had diff locks on the 80 series, but this one I didn't do it.
Yep.
I haven't needed it at all.
Yeah, right.
All right. Sort of the back of the beast.
Yeah. All right. I might you to show us what's in...
Oh, actually, under here, sorry.
No,
One
still
more
going.
thing. Just to make it sound better, and it actually goes a lot better. It's a 3 1/4 inch stainless pipe from the engine right through.
Yeah.
High flow catalytic converter. I reckon I had that done first, and that probably gave it an extra 15% power. Just the pipe.
Right.
Yeah, it really made a difference. And then we had a chip put in, so we'll see that in a sec. But
yeah. And I can tell you the exhaust does sound pretty awesome, because I heard, I've been listening to Dunk's vehicle over the last 4 days, sort of burbling along with a
proper
big
V8, yeah.
Yeah, twin turbo V8, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, well, show us what's inside.
Yep,
And
sure.
I'm sure you've got plenty of goodies in there too.
Oh, yeah, lots of rubbish, but we'll have a look, yeah.
Alright, great.
I've also carried for outback travel a satellite phone, which is quite handy because there's obviously not much reception. And I've got the UHF radio. I also carry a portable handheld, again, just think, yeah, they're really important stuff. I carry 2 of. And we've got a battery gauge in there to monitor the dual battery voltages, so I can see what's going on with those, especially after using it overnight. I can see what it's sitting at.
So basically you've got one of everything.
One of everything, two of some things.
Yeah, but I suppose, you clearly do a lot of outback type travel, so you want to be able to contact...
Yeah, look, if you're in trouble, you've got to be able to get help, or help others if they're in trouble.
Yep, yeah, good one. Good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically the toys. In the back, obviously got a cargo barrier, which I think is critical for this sort of travel. And hanging off the cargo barrier, I've got a 50-litre water bladder, which is made by a mob in Melbourne. And you just fill it up with a white hose, and away you go. So it's really handy.
Does it slosh around?
No, it doesn't actually. Surprisingly, it doesn't. Because when it empties, it sort of creates a vacuum in itself, and the rear seat's pushing it back against the cargo barrier.
Yep.
So it no, you don't really. Sometimes you hear a slosh, but the key thing is the first time I used it, I filled up with a garden hose, and then we had really bad tasting water. So you bought a potable water hose, the white one, and flushed it through, and now it's good. Yeah, good idea. But no, it was an easy way to get a water bladder inside, in a dead space that you don't use, basically.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for showing me the big 200, mate. I really appreciate it.
It's all right.
As we can see by the amount of stickers on your truck, you've obviously done a fair bit of forward driving. Question for you. Name your 3 favourite forward drive trips / destinations.
Yeah, well, there's so many different things in Australia to do and see, I guess. But it used to be the high country. I've done that in Victoria. I've done that 3 times. Lots of different tracks and things. Great scenery, great tracks. But this week you've gazumped it. So now it's the west coast of Tassie, and the tracks we've done on this trip and the scenery is just amazing, basically. The beach driving, everything we've done has been top notch, and so now it's west coast, Tassie, high country, and then probably the outback is number 3.
Right. Yeah. So just to clarify, number 1, Tasmania.
That's right, absolutely.
Right. Awesome. That's good news. Yeah.
No, it's been a ripper, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. I should make mention too that Duncan has basically driven from Sydney, jumped on the boat, done this trip, and day after tomorrow he's driving straight back to Devonport, jumping on the boat and heading back to Sydney. So thanks very much for coming along, mate. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks for showing us the big 200, and you've almost convinced me to trade in the 60 series on a new 200. I'm not sure what the trading value is going to be on the 1983 HJ60, but it might end up staying in the garage, I reckon.
Yep.
But no, it's been awesome, mate. It's been awesome to have you along, and awesome for you to show me the 200. And yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you. It's been a great trip.
Yep, beauty.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.